Good morning, fellow crafters. Today I'm going to show you how to add a text cutout to a layered design. The first thing we're going to need is our layered design, so I'm going to go ahead and insert this into my canvas. This file has two different monogram options. It has the layered monogram option where you would go ahead and do an adhesive vinyl or HTV cutout and apply it to our rectangle, or it has a open monogram where we can weld our image in. That's the one we're going to work with today. So I'm going to ungroup our whole thing, and I'm going to get rid of all of the designs that we don't need so that it's not confusing on our canvas here in a little bit. Alright, so we're going to need a name. I prefer the program wordmark.it to choose fonts on my computer. This one, Misty the Cat, has a nice clean top and bottom line so I can get it to connect on our whole monogram bar. And I think that's the one that we're going to go ahead and use on our design. So I'm going to insert text, type in her name, and I already have it set to Misty the Cat. So then we're going to line it up on our cut file. So right here at the top corner is our solid mark. So we want it just over the bar, just over the edge on that side. Everything that is over the edge when we finally get it set is going to end up welded with this top bar. So you don't want to completely expose or cover up the edge of your E, but you do want it touching. So now I'm going to go ahead and stretch it so that on the bottom it's just crossing our bar, our monogram bar as well. So now that it's the right height, we're going to adjust our letter spacing so that it is inside our design, and I think that looks like a pretty good centering. So that's what we're going to be working with. Our design here has 6 layers, so we're going to copy this 6 times. And then we're going to go ahead and hit align. First I selected all 6 of them, and we're going to hit align center. So it looks like one, but we have all 6 of our words right there. So now we're going to center it how we want it welded into our design. I think that looks pretty good. And now we're going to be working exclusively from our layers bar. So the first thing I'm going to do is ungroup our unicorn design. If it's grouped, when we go ahead and work with it, it's going to weld the whole design instead of each individual layer. And so now I'm going to go ahead and take the back layer, which is a light blue, and hit the shift button and the first text layer, and I'm going to hit weld. And it made it black, so we're going to have to go in and change to our light blue color again. So then we're just going to go through each layer, hit the shift button with a text layer. This one is yellow. Hit weld, and then go in and change our color. So we've got a different light blue, a text layer. We're going to weld, select, and change our color. And we've got a pink, select, change our color. Of course, we can play with these colors as much as we want once we're finished so we get the desired look. And weld that. White. And this is our last layer. Go ahead and weld. And I think it was a gold color. Yeah, that's pretty. Alright, there we go. So now we have 6 cut file layers that all have our name grouped in the middle. I'll go ahead and recenter them, and I'm going to group them. And then when we go to make it, since this is a 4x5 design, we can go ahead and move this on our Make It mat, cut a little 4x5 sheet of paper and apply it to our cutting mat, and then move on to our next color. So then we would choose pink, and we're going to move object, add it to our first mat, and move it over. So with 6 files, we can actually get all of these to fit on one cut mat, which makes it very easy for our final cut just one time through our Cricut. You just have to align each individual cut on your mat as you move them over on your Make It screen. Lining it up on my cut mat, and then this is our last one. Dark blue, lined up. And then when we hit continue, we've got one cut mat to throw through our machine with our 6 colors that are all welded. I hope you find this useful. Have a wonderful day.